Hey, what's going on? It's Mando Crusader, and today is gonna be a relatively short video, covering the recent banned and restricted announcement, in the historic format in Magic the Gathering Arena. So, if you didn't hear, on October 13th, it was announced that effective yesterday, some cards were going to be banned slash suspended slash rebalanced in Historic. Now, the big news from this, of course, is Memory Lapse. Memory Lapse has been suspended in Historic. And, I mean, this is absolutely huge. This is massive. This greatly affects JESKAI. It affects everything. Every tempo deck, every control deck. Because Memory Lapse was the counter in Historic. It was the premier counter, and now it's gone. And yeah, I think this is gonna massively shake up the metagame. Because, like, what do you replace it with? Every single quote unquote replacement for Memory Lapse is a strict downgrade in so many ways. Like, what are you going to replace Memory Lapse with? Censor? Are you going to replace it with Censor? I mean, that's what these lists ran before, so probably, but Censor isn't Memory Lapse. Censor is worse than Memory Lapse in every single way besides mana cost. Yeah, so I think this is going to drastically power down, specifically JESKAI, because as everyone who's played Historic recently knows, JESKAI has been at the top of the format for months now, basically ever since Strixhaven, and I think this is really going to power it down, and I've already sort of seen evidence of this, because I was playing a little bit on the ladder on my off time, and one of the games I played against was JESKAI, the Opus version specifically, and the difference between playing around Memory Lapse and not having to be concerned about Memory Lapse in the slightest was night and day. It was night and day. I still lost, but that was more due to the fact that my opponent had all of his lightning helixes, and I do mean all of them, very early in the game, so, but, you know, you can't really do much about that. But, no, the difference was staggering, and already it's powered down. Already I can see that JESKAI is less powerful than what it was. Just, there is no comparison between Memory Lapse and a card like Censor. So, yeah, I think, personally, with this, we're gonna see creature decks start rising back up, more, and by creature decks, I mean more decks than just humans and maybe merfolk if we're lucky. I think creature decks are gonna rise up. I think mid-range has a genuine shot at sort of coming back and being a big player in the format. You know, decks like Arcanist, decks like that. And I think this is only healthy for the format. Now, maybe I could be wrong. Who knows? Maybe, you know, JESKAI will just, it's like a cockroach, JESKAI, it seems. It always finds a way to come back. So maybe they'll just find a way to adapt and overcome. But I think that this is healthy for the format. I think Memory Lapse was a bit too strong. Especially early game, it functioned like a 2-mana time walk. So, I know I abused lots of players, well, lots of opponents with memory lapse while I was on the ladder. So, yeah, I think this is only good for the format. I think only good things will come for that. I think this will increase the diversity. What do you guys think, though? Let me know in the comments. In other news, Brainstorm has finally been banned. I made a video when Brainstorm was first suspended, saying how I didn't know if this was the right decision. Looking back, it was absolutely the right decision. Brainstorm in a format with Dragon's Rage Channeler or Delver of Secrets, that would have been so bad. That would have been so bad. So, yeah, looking back, banning Brainstorm was 100% the right move. Or suspending it. Now it's been banned, so people finally get their wild cards from it. So that's great. 5 of the fake, digital, only cards have been rebalanced. Basically, the only big thing from this is the Davriel's Withering Vesperlark combo is dead. And, that's it. It's dead. They, changed, if we scroll down here just a second, they changed Davriel's Withering so that it only, targets creatures opponents control instead of your creatures. So, yep, you can't target your own Vesperlark anymore and have the Perpetual coming back, and so that deck is gone. And it leaves behind a slightly worrying precedent of rebalancing cards, but that's a problem for another day. This is just about the ban and suspensions. I don't want to get into my opinions about the digital cards. And finally, the last big thing, Tibalt's Trickery is banned in Historic. No one shed a tear. No one showed up to the funeral, and there are many unsavory substances on its grave. I literally don't think anyone is mad about this. Like, Trickery is dead. The super consistent Throes of Chaos version, never have to see it on the ladder again. Never have to see it in the play queue again. This is only a good thing. Literally no downside. It's just like when Thasia's Oracle got banned. You know, combo decks that are way too consistent are obviously a bad thing for a format. And Tibalt's Trickery is literally just like, it's just flipping a coin. It lands on heads, you win. Lands on tails, you lose, and that's that. And there's really no way to interact with it unless you're playing blue and you go on the play. But yeah, so Trickery's banned. No one's sad. And that's the ban and restricted announcements. So yeah, I think this is really great. 2 combo decks that were hurting the format have been executed. They're no longer there. Memory Lapse is suspended. I think that'll give creature decks and mid-range decks a chance to finally shine in the format. But what do you guys think? I want to hear your opinions. Do you think these are good moves? Do you think that anything else should be banned? What do you think? You think this will possibly affect the format? I want to hear your opinion. Also, be sure to like, subscribe. Really helps the channel out. And yeah, that's about it. See you in the next video.